What's up guys, Lewis here from Indie Credible, bringing you another weekly video where we tell you about what indie games are coming to your consoles. We're glad to say it is another bumper week for indie games hitting our consoles, so without further ado, let's dive into the games. After originally releasing on the Switch, Golden Axe inspired brawler beat 'em up Wulverblade is now coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Set in 120 AD, you control a group of Vikings in the hope to stop the invading Romans taking over the island of Britannia. Despite Wulverblade's cartoonish looks, the game actually sticks pretty close to the historical events of the Roman invasion. Seeing off the Roman forces can be done alone or with a friend in local multiplayer. Wulverblade is coming to PS4 and Xbox One on the 30th of January.
Copper for the craftsman, cunning at his trade.
Cold Iron is a VR game like no other. Set in the Wild West, players must embark on a narrative-rich adventure in search of a fabled weapon called Cold Iron. On your travels, you'll encounter outlaws, sorcerers, and of course, unstoppable killing monsters. Taking on these foes will play out in 1v1 duels, where accuracy and speed is the key to winning. The story of Cold Iron has been broken up into easy to digest VR chunks, allowing for a more enjoyable experience. Cold Iron is coming to PSVR on the 30th of January. Another game coming to PSVR this week is Out of Ammo. Out of Ammo puts you against waves of soldiers' intense gameplay that actually requires more strategy than it may first appear. With 8 different environments for you to try your skills in, you will need to build barricades and swiftly switch between your weapons to survive the battlefields of Out of Ammo. Out of Ammo is coming to PSVR on the 30th of January.
So where should we begin? What do you remember? Just enter the simulation.
Asemblance is a dark, narrative-driven psychological thriller that asks the question, who is in control? After waking up to find yourself trapped inside an experimental machine and no recollection of how you got there, there is only one way to escape: relive the memories that you've been trying to hide. But are these your memories? With heavy influences from the Twilight Zone and X-Files, Asemblance looks to be an intriguing thriller that you can dive into on the 30th of January when it comes to Xbox One. Asemblance is available now on PS4. Timothy vs. the Aliens puts a unique take on the 3D platforming genre. Playing as Gangster Timothy, you must venture through the black and white stages, killing every full-coloured alien that stands in your way. But rather than traditional platforming games, Timothy vs. the Aliens doesn't play out on a level basis, rather an open world which is broken up by a multitude of puzzles. Timothy vs. the Aliens is coming to PS4 on the 31st of January. Now, what if dodgeball was originally created in the medieval times, and rather than throwing soft, squishy balls, you challenge your opponents to dodge weapons? This is exactly what Striker's Edge offers, an all-out brutal multiplayer experience with a big emphasis on skill. With both local and multiplayer options available, you can challenge your friends from anywhere in the world to see who is really the dodgeball master. Striker's Edge is coming to PS4 on the 31st of January.
the digging.
With SteamWorld Dig 2 recently releasing on Nintendo Switch, it only makes sense for developers Imogen Form to bring across the game's predecessor. Much like the sequel, SteamWorld Dig challenges you to dig down procedurally generated stages, hoarding as many gems and loot as you can find, all in the aim to trade them in and do it all over again. SteamWorld Dig is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 1st of February.
SteamWorld Dig.
Hey there, Galaxy fans! Welcome back to another groovy episode of Shiftlings, the universally, and I mean that literally, popular hyper show that has our two tenacious...
Shiftlings is a unique co-op based puzzler that puts you in the shoes of two dim-witted alien janitors. The key to success is to transfer weight between the two rather adorable aliens. The game offers 5 themed planets, each with 10 progressively challenging levels for you to outwit. Shiftlings does feature a single player option, but is definitely best played with a friend, and whether that's locally or online. Shiftlings is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 1st of February. Charming coming-of-age narrative adventure game Night in the Woods released just about everywhere last year and is now making its way to a Nintendo portable system. Players control May Broski, who has decided to return home after dropping out of university, but home isn't what it used to be. Made up of brilliant writing, charming minigames and quirky side characters, Night in the Woods is an adventure game I'd recommend to just about anyone and can be played on the Nintendo Switch as of the 1st of February.
Nice to see you again.
You missed me.
How nice. That thing gives me the creeps. Destroy them.
Skyforce Reloaded is a scrolling shmup that looks to capture all the essence of classic shmups and deliver them with a slick modern visuals. Everything you want from arcade shooter is here. Stunning environments, beefy explosions, power up after power up, and of course underwear changing bosses. With 15 challenging stages to blast your way through and a host of difficulties to master, Skyforce Reloaded looks to offer a lot of arcade fun when it releases on Nintendo Switch on the 1st of February. Skyforce Reloaded can be played on PS4 and Xbox One now. Island Flight Simulator is, if you hadn't already guessed it, a flight simulator that takes place across a series of islands, 12 to be precise. Each island offers their own unique missions, from freight transport to passengers, but one thing is for sure, you'll be able to fly a lot of planes. Island Flight Simulator comes gliding onto the Nintendo Switch on the 1st of February.
It is the year near future, and Britain is broken. Reeling in the aftermath of a political crisis not seen since an intoxicated Churchill staggered upon the sands of Normandy to declare...
After a continuous political battle has just about bored everyone on Earth, it may be time to find a new home. Special Planetary Investigative Forces for Inhabiting New Galaxies, or better known as SPIFFING, is set off with witty gentleman Captain Frank Lee English at the helm. Venturing into the cosmos will see the crew challenged to overcome puzzles, banterous conversations, and a rather large fear of claustrophobia. Her Majesty's Spiffing is a genuinely hilarious adventure that you can embark on from the 2nd of February when it releases on Nintendo Switch. Her Majesty's Spiffing is available now on PS4 and Xbox One.
Go on, do it for England! And the other bits left too. Thank you.
Now, just about everyone remembers the classic arcade game Pong. Now imagine if you injected Pong with some arcade-influenced steroids, and that's pretty much what Disc Jam is. Disc Jam offers fast-paced action for 2 to 4 players as you aim to retrieve a glowing disc and throw it into your opponent's end zone. The game boasts a rather unique roster of characters, all of which have their own abilities and can be used to turn the tides of a match. Disc Jam is already available on PS4 and Xbox One and is releasing on the Nintendo Switch on the 2nd of February. That wraps up another week of indie games hitting your consoles. As always, we'd love to know what you're looking forward to playing in the comments below. And to hear our thoughts on the latest indie game news or what we've been playing as a team, why not check out the Indie Credible podcast. To keep up to date with more indie game news, make sure you subscribe and check out indie-credible.com.